Hey, we're back live streaming. How's everybody doing? Boy, oh boy, those 7:30 puts. Man, oh man. Right? We saying take profits there at 6:30, 6:50. Right? Watch SanDisk. You know, keep a small ticket, don't size up. They're double. This is an area of concern here, this 5-day. Listen, they can keep going. Again, I said watch Tesla, Meta, and SanDisk to know, and watch Micron, because if SanDisk gets worse, they'll take Micron down. Well, they took Micron down 40, 50, 55, 58 points from that point. There was 58 points in Micron. And SanDisk, they took it down 140 points, 150 points, additional points. You know, that was no reason, you know, like I said, there's no reason to be long BQs if they don't stabilize them. The 730s were the play. Yeah, they were. It just picked it up here as the buy. Yeah, just run. Just ran. You know, picked it up at $6 right here. You know, said take your profits. Boom. Wow. Really nice play. Congrats to the guys who kept the nice big kicker. That was definitely the play. And just to go back, yeah, look at Micron. Right at the safety line. 986. Right? Low, pre-opening low. Yeah. See? On the 5-minute, topped out at the same time that SanDisk did. Why you got to watch pre-market. Look at them. Yeah. Yeah. If I bring you to SanDisk, you'll notice at the same time. Look, right? That was 835. SanDisk. 830. Right? It's the leader. Good. Straight down. Broke through the safety line. It's batting down the hatches. And that's an anchor VWAP line. Let's see how far back that goes. That goes back a while. That's an anchor VWAP from 1400. Probably a breakout there. Yeah, there's a breakout there. That was on, that's the VWAP from May 21st. Broke this one earlier. That was from June 11th. And that was 2000. Yeah, I'll play with the 2100 puts on this. You know, if you could afford the volatility. They're up 200 points. 240 points in 3 days. You know, now the question is, what do they want to do? Is this thing just going to crash out? This yellow line may be a window. See here, maybe a window. Let's see. Is it a window? See it. Sorry, if I'm making your eyes bug out. But notice that what I wanted to point out was the SanDisk and Micron at the same time gave you the same signal. Yeah. So it's not like the charts are, you know, are not picking it up. Okay. Yes, Micron, same time, 835. Come on. Put them on. First target, you're below. Second target. Okay. Sorry, I'll put this so you see the line. See it? Broke down. Right? You took a shot long here, out and re-short. Now you're at the safety line. Breaks the safety line. Pretty big. It's usually a pretty good safety line. It bounced pretty good from here. And is that a window? Yep, it's also a window. That 987 window. Next would be 950, 957. Just put them right. So next would be 957 if it breaks through here. Notice that the S&P is still up. Right? You could say they're playing a more defensive play. This is still Micron we're looking at. But going to the S&P, you know, this has been drop and pop. Yeah, they did it. Drop and pop. Drop. There's a pop. Is this a VWAP trade in the S&P off this low? 4 o'clock low was 744. They could take it there. You know, the way it was going, it looked like it was going to, you know, try to test up there, up to the 52, 55. But here's your window. Right? You know, broke the VWAP, retest and fail. I mean, this was your short area in the SPY. You know, that's how fast things change. That's why the VWAP. That's why you have the VWAP on your screen. Every chart should have a VWAP, except your dailies. Maybe your hourlies are not, but you know, QQQ, right? SanDisk doesn't stabilize. Look at that. I broke the channel. Broke 2 channels. There's 1, 2. Broke the VWAP. Tested and failed. See how it gives you a second chance. I want to show you that so you can see it up front. Yeah. You ever broke the VWAP? Broke it. You wait, retest. There's a shadow there. I don't know if you guys can't see it, but there's a shadow there. Right there. Those yellow stars are the VWAP. You know, you blow it up. You see them? Broke, retest. Fail. Look at these fails. Now look at the buyers stepping in. You see them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fail. Buyers again. 1, 2, 3. You see them? Oh, they almost got them. But again, it's a tough day. It's a tough day. This is sort of looking like a bottoming pattern here, like an off tight head and shoulders. You know, so this would be your window right here. And give it a little room. Here's your window. Kind of odd looking, but it's kind of what it would be right there. See, I know it's symmetric, but he's in charge right now. Okay, that's the buy area. See what they do when they come and test them. And then you have this window here. See how far that goes back. And that was the breakout. It was the breakout from 707. Right? Came in and then went again. 715, 16. So you're in areas where they could bounce. And normally what you would do is to find it is always give yourself some room. Like that may have been a buy, but look what you were running into. You see the 5-day? You gotta be very careful when you're drawing lines like here. Let's draw it. See it? When you're playing the lines and say, oh, it broke out, it's time to buy it. Yeah, you could have made some money about it, but if you didn't get out, see how this area is congested? That's not an easy trade. See it? See how you had the 5-day? You know? So if you were playing this line, right, which it broke, right? It broke, it tested, it broke. Retest, right? It gave you 2 times there, 3 times to sell that line. Fine. You know? And to protect yourself, always do this. Okay? That got you out. So you bought it at, say, 722.44, got you out at 721.60. But here's the main thing you have to keep in mind, and this is for the less experienced guys. What's the trend? Right? What's the trend? You know, this is the most expensive way how to lose money because you're trying to pick a bottom. Right? You're trying to pick a bottom. And it's really a congested area. That's all that was. Right? You're in between the 20 and the 5. Right? Even with him, yeah, you got what? $3? You got $1.60. You got $1.60. And I gave you some room. Yeah. I mean, really, it should be here. But, you know, that was pretty good too. So, look, and takes him out. Right? Look, takes him out. So, until this trend changes, and that's how you use moving averages, right? The trend is short. And remember, your protection, if you want to be stubborn, you have to draw from underneath. Okay? From underneath. Right? Because you could have said that it bottomed here. Right? Oh, let's buy it because, you know, maybe you're going to say here. Look who shows up. You know, if you're just using the candles alone, you know, right there was, you know, you're wrong. The trend is still down. The trend is still down. Then what is SanDisk, Meta, Tesla? What are they doing? What's Micron doing? Micron's down $50. They have SanDisk down to $230. So, you know, things change. Before they looked like they were going to go, you know, maybe test high 735. Look how fast they turned around. You know, they're down almost $10 now. And the reason being is SanDisk, Tesla, Meta is dragging everything down. Now, NVIDIA is worse. AVGO is worse. AMD is worse. Light is worse. Coherent's worse. So, you know, listen, you're not going to get this all in one day. But you're starting to see now it's okay to not catch the bottom because the trend is down. Doesn't matter what I say or anybody says. What does the chart say? And the chart says, guess what? The trend is down. Even with him showing up with a quasi good confirmation. You know, I don't like the 2-bar confirmation. I'd rather have the 1 bar, but it's okay. But remember the safety line. Always put your safety line. Always have your stops in. I cannot stress enough that you guys have to use stops. I've had fight with people. No, that's, you know, the machines get you and stuff like that. That's a bunch of crap. Yeah, the machine's nasty when they stop you out and they're not fair. Absolutely. And Fidelity is the worst. I don't know who they use, but whoever they use, they're the worst. But you understand what I'm saying? The trend is down. It's been down. Broke. Pest. Fail. VWAP, right? The yellow. VWAP. Broke. Pest. Fail. 730s, we put you on at $6. Where are they? They're 15. 50, they're up 300%. 730s. All right, we'll be back. I'm just, again, this is for teach you guys what we're doing. And we always write no, but you know, when it creates itself and says that things turned around, you can't be stubborn. You have to look at where's the pivots, and we're big on pivots. It's like, well, okay, we'll buy it, but you got to put your stop in and where to turn it around. You know, an example here, and just to leave it with this one. Okay, you said you bought the 718s, right? Now they're trading at $17.99. The 718s were probably trading at, you know, if they were, you know, $4. So they went to $5. You didn't take the money. Now they're at $3.80, right? So now you should be short the 718s. They went to $7.60. There's dollars here. These are all dollars in the options. Where they stop is where you buy it on the buy side, and where they stop on the sell side is where you put it on. Right? Or if you missed it, you get out. Right there, I'm short. Same here. See it? Just they keep repeating themselves. All right, it's OnePingOnlyRadar, Captain PLT. We'll be back.